What is up, guys, and welcome to FPL Today and this team selection video for Game Week 34, where we go over how I did in Game Week 33 and my plans for double Game Week 34 here in this video. So quickly, first of all, I would like to just apologise for unfortunately forgetting the tragic news that happened to Cristiano Ronaldo recently. So apologies for that if that seemed insincere and unthoughtful of me. I completely forgot while recording the video, and it's not something I should have forgot, so apologies there. Also, if you want to support this video, please do hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to support the channel, as well as checking out the top link in the description down below, which is a mailing list for the potential new FPL Today Telegram group, where we can discuss FPL and all things football. So go check that out, and let's get on with the video. So guys, we've actually had a pretty good game week as we end up on 83 points with a total of 2,207 points, and the safety score for us to reach to not drop in rank was 72, seeing a rise in rank of around 8,000, which is a good rise in rank considering a lot of people were playing a free hit and I didn't for this game week. So we've actually done well, and that was mainly because of players like Dan Burn, massive differential, getting 10 points, and Harvey Barnes, another differential, getting me 12. We also saw the likes of Saka and Salah both getting double digits, Salah with 19 points and Saka with 10, although they didn't affect my rank that much. We also have Adam still to play. If he does something, we could see another considerable rise in rank. He plays tomorrow, as well as Veghorst, who does play and already is on 8 points. We also had the double Liverpool clean sheet, which did of course help, and unfortunately we did play Ramsdale instead of Dubravka, which did see us lose out on 5 points in total. But overall, 83 points in a game week I was concerned about. I can't complain, apart from maybe the fact that I put the captaincy on Son, which made me think this game week was going to be a complete flop from the very first game of the game week. So with that being said, we are now playing my wildcard. So in the next part, you'll see my current wildcard lineup and the players I am concerned about not owning. If you want to see a more detailed video about my wildcard, there is of course a link in the description for that video. And let's get straight to the team selection for double game week 34. So looking at our team selection for Game Week 34, as you can see, we have played the wildcard. Now, if you've missed my wildcard video, there will be a link in the description for that video for you to go check it out, as I give a bit more detailed thought on each player that I've picked and which players have survived. However, this time in team selection, we're going to go over the players I'm kind of worrying about not owning and who may come in to change this wildcard team. So as you can see on the screen, we have Dubravka in goal with James, Alexander-Arnold, Cancelo and Veltman in defence. The defender on the bench is Tyreek Mitchell from Crystal Palace. Now, Cancelo, Alexander-Arnold are probably must-haves. Maybe I would consider going Robertson over Trent just because of points returned, but expected goal involvement is higher for Trent Alexander-Arnold. So a bit of a choice there. I'm probably going to stick with Trent. Cancelo looks like a must-own. We could maybe look at other Man City defenders, but Cancelo is my preferred option just because of the potential that he has to get some attacking returns. We've got Reece James. Now, Chelsea look like a good team to invest in, with them no longer having European football and some double game weeks. But we then have Veltman and Mitchell. And to be honest, there are some defenders we're a bit concerned about not owning. Main ones being Matty Cash and Emerson Royale. Now, Tottenham have not looked bad defensively, and their defenders have decent underlying numbers, mainly the likes of Reguilon and Emerson Royale. Matt Doherty would have been a great shout if he wasn't injured. The reason Emerson Royale is the person we're looking at is because, of course, Ryan Sessegnon could take the left-back slot. We're not expecting too much rotation at Spurs, but Emerson Royale would look a lot more nailed on than Reguilon with the options that Spurs have. As for Matty Cash, Aston Villa's fixtures start to look good, and they do have the double game weeks coming up, and he could be a bit of a differential if we do go for him. Now, Matty Cash has Burnley and Liverpool in 36 and Crystal Palace Burnley in 37, and both games in 37 are at home. So Matty Cash looks like a decent shout, and to be honest, the fixtures do look decent apart from Man City in the last game week. We then move on to the midfield, and as you can see, we have Mount, Salah and Kulusevski in the middle of the park. Now, Kulusevski is the one that I'm not too sure about. We would like maybe to consider the likes of Havertz and even Timo Werner, of course he's a forward, from Chelsea, but we've gone with Mount. And to be honest, in midfield, the only players I'm concerned about not owning would have been Bruno Guimaraes if he had any sort of double game week, but as he doesn't, we're going to ignore him. We do want the likes of De Bruyne and Son, both looking in great form recently, and would be great to have in the side, but you know, we've got a budget, we can't fit all the big hitters in. Dewsbury Hall and Gordon could be cheap enablers to get in this side instead of the likes of Ramsey and Odegaard, and then maybe we could go a bit bigger in midfield. But overall, it's mainly Kevin De Bruyne and Son that I fear not owning, and maybe even Mane as well. There's potential for Mane to outscore Mohamed Salah. And then finally, looking up front, we have at the moment Tony, Mateta and Ronaldo, with Ronaldo with the captaincy armband. Ronaldo is a bit of a doubt for the next game. We'll have to wait and see, and after the press conferences are released, if we're going to stick with Ronaldo and have the captaincy armband on him. We are, of course, concerned about not owning Harry Kane. Who isn't concerned about not owning Harry Kane if you don't already own him? And to be honest, like I said earlier, Timo Werner is interesting me, as is Timu Pukki, although we've gone for Mateta and Ivan Toney as the striker options at the moment. Pukki would be a saving on Toney of about 0.9 million, so we are considering that if it does mean we can go bigger elsewhere. On the bench, we have Vince Guaita from Crystal Palace, Odegaard from Arsenal, Ramsey and Mitchell, like I've said earlier. Ramsey could quite easily change to the likes of Gordon or Dewsbury Hall. And then, of course, we've got Odegaard, who, again, we might change depending on what we try to do elsewhere in the side. So, we will be releasing, hopefully, just a community post of my final wildcard team, so you guys can see what team I'm going for after using my wildcard. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and also if you are interested, please do consider checking out the top link in the description, which is for the future Telegram for FPL Today. There will be a cost involved, but at the moment it's just a mailing list to keep you updated when that does go live. So if you're interested in that, please do check it out. Top link in the description. I've been JNO. This has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.